Oh, it's a ball night for the BYU men and women's teams. The women, technically they're first. They tip off at 5 Eastern, 3 Mountain, live on BYUtv and BYU Radio. And to help us preview the season is former BYU women's basketball great and what I said is the greatest Viewmont High School basketball player in the history of that school.
Hey,
Kristen Kozlowski.
Vikings, what's up?
You know, just to clarify, it was 47 points that scored, right? I said 49, it was 47.
But it was only 3 quarters. Yeah. So
47 points.
You got to get that in there because at the time my coach didn't know, I didn't know, and so she pulled me early. Got a call later. Hey, you set the record. So
could have poured on.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 60 plus.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
First question here is, who is the most likely player on this BYU team to go off for 47 in a game this year?
This year?
This season. Yeah. Is anybody capable of going for 47 on this BYU team? Or do you think it's too balanced?
I think it's balanced.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick one player, I would probably say Nani because she's got the ball in her hands more. She's creating. She's got more opportunities to score. Lauren's doing a lot of it on the rebounds, obviously. So it would be Nani, but that's tough because they're a little more balanced this year. So.
I'm excited to see this team play because they bring back almost everybody from last year that contributed, and then they bring in a really good freshman class. How do you think that's going to mix and match for the rotations when BYU gets to league play?
Right, so all the starters return, and nearly 70% of the offense comes back. I am anxious to see how this interchanges, how this mixes, because she brought on 5 newcomers, 2 freshmen, I mean, some transfers in there. And so I think with these newcomers coming in, it's going to be interesting to see how they gel because they've got to be able to come in, contribute. But with the returners, you're returning Lauren Gustin, the top rebounder in the nation, Nani Falatea, who is an explosive guard. We saw glimpses of greatness out of her. But I do think this is a team that comes in this year, a little bit more question marks in how they're going to gel.
So every great team, we feel, has a big 3, at least a big 3. Yep. We know that Nani Falatea and Lauren Gustin are going to be the clear powerhouse duo, but who's most likely to be the 3rd member of that big 3 moniker?
I think that's to be determined because you can either have Kaylee Smeyer had chances last year, but she was a great role player, right? She's a great shooter, 46% from 3. I mean, she was fantastic,
most
right?
gritty defender.
Yes, excellent defender, but I do think you're going to see either Amari Whiting step up, Amber Whiting's daughter, or you're going to see Kaylee Woolston out of Lone Peak High School. She can shoot lights out of the ball. I mean, one of the best shooters that's probably going to come through BYU. She's
legit, and I was just going to ask, too, which of those freshmen will have the biggest impact? Is it one of those 2?
I think those 2 freshmen are going to be players that are going to have to make an impact early. Because last year, that was part of the problem. They didn't have depth. We didn't have enough depth, especially at the guard lineup. So she's playing Nani Falatea 35 minutes a game, Lauren Gustin 38 minutes a game. There just was not enough depth. Still not depth at the post position, but more depth now with Amari Whiting and then Kaylee Woolston to help out at the point guard position.
This is a BYU team that's picked to finish 11th out of 14 teams in the inaugural Big 12 season. I tend to believe that BYU is a team that can finish somewhere in the top 8. Is that too blue-goggled? Like, I feel like BYU has enough returning, enough experience, and enough of a home court advantage. They can figure out a way to finish at least 8th. Where do you fall in the expectations for where BYU finishes in the Big 12?
I would say that's probably a good mark, right around 8th, maybe 7th, you know, if they can finish well on the tail end. That will be their challenge, right? Can they bring it together enough to finish strong on the tail end? Can you rebound after a huge loss? And then a couple nights later, you got to play the same type of opponent. It's not like you're playing Gonzaga one night, and then you're going to play San Francisco, and then you're going to play Santa Clara, right? They're playing Gonzaga every single night, like what they saw in the WCC, literally, with this Big 12 schedule. And so I think February particularly is going to be the month where they can make the biggest jump. But, I mean, you got games where TCU, I mean, with Mark Campbell, brand new coach, he coached at Oregon. He has done a phenomenal job with the recruits he's brought in out of the portal. That's going to be a tough one. Iowa State's going to be a tough one. And then Big 12 regular season champs. And then Houston and at Texas taking on Shaylee Gonzalez. I'm looking forward to that game. I wish it was in Provo, so we got a chance to call that game. But this season, I think expectations are it's going to be a little up and down going into it. But how well can this team respond? That will be the biggest challenge. And can they stay healthy? Because we don't have the depth like they should. They do at the guard line, but they do not have the depth in the post. You got Lauren Gustin, Emma Calvert, a little bit of Heather Hampson in there, not enough depth inside.
What are the expectations for the team in terms of making the tourney or being in the hunt?
Well, that's always an expectation, I think, for Amber Whiting, right? That's what you are trying to achieve, is make a run, do enough in the preseason and in conference play to get into a tournament. Now, last year they didn't make a tournament, goes 16 and 17. So if they can get into the NIT, the WNIT, that's a lot. That's a big improvement. Second year, Amber Whiting, first year in the Big 12. I think it's tough, though. I think where they're sitting now with the opponents that they're going to play in the Big 12, it's only going to help them. Win or loss sometimes, right? If you hang tight with Texas and you go down to the very end and you've got a decent record going into that game, it puts yourself in a different opportunity.
Okay, final question. True or false, Lauren Gustin will lead the country in rebounding?
I think she's going to be top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and here's why. 6'1", everybody knows what she's going to do. She's undersized in there. She plays with a chip on her shoulder. But to do that in the Big 12, in those games, to pull down 16, 17 boards a night. I mean, she had 4 games last year where she had 20 and 20.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
It's incredible what she did last year, but to be able to do that now going into this year, everybody knows exactly what she is, what she's going to do. She's going to have to fight harder.
Frankly, top 15 would still be amazing.
Exactly.
like if you lead the Big 12 in rebounding, or top 3, like that'd be awesome. So looking forward to that. Kristen, we appreciate the time. Thanks for coming in. Fast and Furious. You got this. You got women's hoops coming up, and you got men's basketball pregame tonight.
Yep.
So you're going hard.
Bam, bam,
you're
bam.
going hard.
Just hang out.
I'm only doing 2
here.
shows. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Okay,
anyway.
say goodbye to your kids. Tell them you see them tomorrow.
Oh, I already
okay?
did. Yeah. I'll see you this weekend.